Na many durable in the Safoseni and Cody and Coma. If you can hear me, good morning.
Good morning, Nepom.
Already at the more horrible. Now, and Pomba, dear.
In the Yakupo.
Very well. Yes, your dad say I don't pay your fair would not watch you. So now, first of all, the Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo. As we speak, Akwakoye Nsembebre in the Parliament of Ghana, the absence, cause a lot of havoc. To the new patriotic party or no Ankasani party, but my NTS here as a former chair at the Constitutional and Legal Committee in Parliament. My NTS here at what point in time in Parliament and as a member of Parliament be continuously when to me ama me na Juma Sem Rashid Bedwania you bet me a declare the seat no vacant.
Well, that's the party of from the Shamaji was Assembly Api Afa Adwoa Safo. The fact that on Parliament, but your constitutional at the kind anchor on that issue. That issue no ever historical basis. In the First Republic, Dr. K.A. Buzia, every Parliament, Enam Abrochi, and solicited opposition against the intended decision of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to build the Akosombo Dam. But there was no provision in the Constitution that prevented him from absenting himself from Parliament
Kessben.
for any specific period. When we had opportunity to do a new Constitution, we decided that as a people, that experience must find expression in our Constitution.
Okay.
Until we hear Article 97 now, there is a provision that says that now the moment kind that will steer for Article 97 1 of the Constitution, but particularly 1C. A member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament if he is absent without the permission in writing of the Speaker, and he is unable to offer a reasonable explanation to the Privileges Committee, to the Committee on Privileges, from 15 days of a meeting of Parliament during any period that Parliament has been summoned to meet and continue to meet.
Okay.
So, there were caveats be great. First of all, member of Parliament must be absent. And his absence must not be with the permission of the Speaker. If a member of Parliament say you're absent or need Parliament, and there is evidence that Speaker now on manu say on absenting from Parliament, it doesn't matter the number of days there on the Parliament. This rule will not come into play. Says a member of Parliament is absent from Parliament by the permission of the Speaker. So the only time that you can hold this provision against a member of Parliament is when that member of Parliament is absent without the permission of the Speaker.
I see.
The first question is, this is the meeting. Parliament, a meeting is here. This is a meeting. A meeting is when Parliament is summoned for deliberations until Parliament adjourns for the day. So this is a meeting.
Okay.
Now, so you have to count the days from when Parliament met. 15 sitting days. And see whether with those 15 sitting days there, Parliament, see a year, Juma, Efa, or Mayunu. Now I just for Parliament and now one day Parliament. 15 days continuous. So a year, even within the 15 days, no, so on back Parliament 1 day, then you have to start counting again.
Okay.
Now, the second thing is, say what only permissioner. That person doesn't automatically vacate parliament. It's not automatic. They are ascending as see. And that is why one team parliament. So the speaker will refer this member of parliament to a privileges committee. It's a privilege that a member of parliament has been given to serve the people of the country. It's a privilege. So, some member every privilege now. The conduct of the member of parliament will be a subject matter for discussion at the privileges committee. It is a speaker referring to privileges committee. No, one time and no one time explanation, reasonable explanation for the absence. Then the committee can recommend the removal of the member of parliament from parliament. That is the procedure.
Okay. Very interesting times ahead. Now, Article 77, Clause 1C, as read by your very self, you know. Now, in a written statement, I will bet you the Speaker of Parliament, you know, it doesn't give a timeline as to when the person can return. And if say a 1 year crano and will be due of fear as much as what your notice the speaker no must speaker a granted the absence, you know, it means no one can declare the seat vacant until say we return it back. Is that the case? Constitution is silent on it.
The notice by the speaker, there is a form that has now been produced by Parliament, a standard form.
Okay.
Leave of absence from Parliament, a leave of absence. Say who per se won't go for medical checkup, who per se won't attend the international conference, what baby, you have to attend to your constituency because there's a funeral, a big funeral, and you have to do a number of days and you have to absent yourself from Parliament. You will first of all, fill the form, leave of absence. Now, what fill from actual committees there also. Actually, maybe I will call. And thereby, the Emma to a night, a cosa, I mean, a place, to that loose place, I mean, that place. Until we fill from nowhere, you submit it to the whip of your caucus. So in this case, Adwoa Safo on the from the government, the chief whip of the caucus, the MPP caucus in Parliament. The chief whip, so Ojitum said, yes, your absence from Parliament is relevant. I mean, it's important as it has something to do either with your health or with your parliamentary duties. Then over recommend the speaker for approval. And in that leave of absence, you indicate the number of days that you'll be absent. So it is not in perpetuity. Ultimately, absent you will go forever. You can't. You must indicate, if you are going for 1 week, you must indicate that you are going for 1 week. And the date that you will leave and the date that you will return.
Okay. But it doesn't really specify how many number of days probably Parliament has set yes or a standard base. I will bet me a day, right?
No, it doesn't state in the form.
Okay.
That you can be absent. I mean, that you cannot be absent for 15 continuous days. It doesn't state that way. If the speaker is of the view that you can be absent continuously for 15 days for your own health, for your own good, the speaker can approve and you can go. The rule, Article 97(1) will not be invoked.
I see. So, at what point in time are people pushing, say, Adwoa Safo seat, you know, yen declaring vacant, so that a new by-election can be held in the Mekwa? But at this point, you know, what can the speaker do in terms of law?
I've seen the people videos of people talking about Adwoa Safo the case, and I'm surprised because they have to found it in law. Yes, Adwoa Safo's absence might be affecting the performance of duties of the MPP in Parliament. Yes, there's no doubt about that. That this present Parliament, even one person who is a member of Parliament or absenting one, tilts the balance of power. When the Speaker even absents himself, it creates a crisis of majority-minority decision making. Even Speaker, or your member of Parliament. Because if the Speaker is available, then MPP members are all available. Then you can take a decision. There's going to be, then there is some clarity in the taking of a decision. But if the Speaker is absent and then a Deputy Speaker mounts the chair, it distorts the balance of power. And so that is why this Parliament is such as every MP has to realize that this is not the game as usual. It's just this, so that's why Adwoa Safo is under tremendous pressure. In the past, members of Parliament could absent themselves with the permission of the Speaker for more than 15 days. And nobody will notice. Nobody will notice. So first of all, coming back to your question, it's important to say those who are advocating for the removal of Adwoa Safo as a Speaker, I mean as a member of Parliament, because he's frustrating the business of Parliament, have to satisfy themselves that Adwoa Safo has absented herself from Parliament for 15 continuous days without the permission of the Speaker.
Interesting. But what legal advice can be given to Adwoa Safo in terms of her absence?
I had opportunity to work with Adwoa Safo, both in government and in the minority when I was in Parliament. I know he's an astute lawyer. Adwoa Safo knows exactly what she's doing. That's why I'm surprised that people are talking the way they are talking. She knows how to walk the tightrope of the law. She knows. And she's aware of the remit of Article 97. And I don't think Adwoa Safo would be that reckless. What I think the MPP should be doing, and the majority caucus and parliament should be doing, is to sit down with Adwoa and understand her concern. Because I know she knows what she's doing.
I see. But concerns raised about Kennedy Japan that she should be removed because she's not bigger than the constituency and then the party itself. Now, at what point in time will one cease to become a member of Parliament? At a time where the constituent voted for him or her, even on the ticket of a particular political party? Can the party equally decide?
Kennedy Japan, then I was surprised. In 2009, when Atamils won the election, Kennedy Japan was not sworn in to Parliament. He was in the United States. He was not in Parliament for more than 15 days. Then people called for Kennedy Japan to vacate the seat. I was one of the persons, and I was chairman of the Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, who said that Article 97.1 had not yet been invoked. Article 97.1 deals with members of Parliament. And insofar as Kennedy Japan had not been sworn in as members of Parliament, as a member of Parliament, the question was to be dealt with as a political question. Because the constituents no more voting. So the question has to demand that Kennedy Japan represents them in Parliament, but not Article 97, because he has not yet been sworn in. I remember clearly defending and saying that, well, no, that
you have just 1 minute remaining.
If Kennedy Japan and others are of the view that Adwoa Safo breach Article 97.1c of the Constitution. Or when you proceed,
Okay.
it's a breach of a privilege. And so what you do is that you would report the conduct of Adwoa Safo to the Speaker through a motion, asking the Speaker to refer the conduct of Honorable Adwoa Safo to the Privileges Committee.
Okay.
That's what you have to do. You don't invoke the jurisdiction of the Speaker on radio and now on TV. You invoke the jurisdiction of the Speaker by the standing orders of Parliament through a motion, specifically.
You have no call credit in your MTN account.
Okay. Yabasa the Honorable Ababiem, innocent for saying, Honorable Member, former Member of Parliament, the good people of Tamale Central, and so former Chairman, the Constitution, Legal Committee, and Legal Affairs Committee in Parliament, and opinion in a din commode. But